Hello, this is Miles McGuire with the Warrior King, and today I want to talk to you about something that is troubling me greatly. I want to talk to the vets, our boys out there who feel like they've got nothing left to give, nothing left to live for. They feel abandoned and betrayed. They've lost everything. They just eat up with regret, with guilt, and they don't know where to turn. The night terrors and the anxieties are just getting so, they're just filling you up in your head, and you just can't, you just have days where you just can't function, and just everything is just, it's I feel your pain. I understand what you're going through, but we want you to know that you're not by yourself in this fight. There is a way to know peace, and we here at the Warrior King will help you find it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how easy it is, because it's not. It's a day-to-day battle, but it's one that's very worth fighting for when you understand the reason you were put here on this earth to begin with. We weren't put here to just be random nothings and then go to battle and fight and lose our soul and our spirit. And we were put here for a greater purpose, and we're going to talk about that. But I wanted to talk to y'all because y'all are a special kind of people. Y'all are our guardians, our protectors, the warriors. You're more than an average person. You're the person that will put yourself in a position that others couldn't even imagine. They're too scared, can't even comprehend what it would be like to go into some of the things that you've gone into. And our country has done us a horrible disservice in how they're treating us. The Veterans Affairs is a laughingstock. They're a horrible bunch, what they've done to us. They called us to go into battle. They trained us how to do it, how to fight, but they didn't train us for after the fight, when we came home, what to expect. And some of me thinks that was on purpose. I think that the powers that be understood, we're useful to them while we're serving their purpose, but when we're done, they have no more use for us, so they just wad us up and throw us away like a piece of trash, like yesterday's newspaper. And there's no support. There's no support for us at all when we get back home. The VA, they're feeding cockroaches to the guys. I just read a report the other day. There's cockroaches in the food at the VA. That's the people. That's how we treat. That's how our country treats us. Well, that's not our country. It's how our government treats us. And I believe the powers that be want us in this situation. They want us to feel abandoned and alone. They want us to feel like there's nowhere for us to go. That we don't belong. That there's no need for us. That we should just die, go away. And they don't want us here because they don't want us to stir up trouble, first thing, because they know if we ever took our oath seriously, what kind of trouble they would be in. Because together, only together, we would be a formidable force, and we're the only thing that would take this country back, because we're the ones who were trained to do it in the first place. But they don't care about us at all. And when you call the suicide hotline, you get a busy signal. I mean, it's unacceptable what we've become and how our country is treating our vets. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. They have a horrible plan for our nation, and they know that we were the only ones that could do anything about it. And then the problem is, our vets come home, they put them on mind-numbing drugs and all these horrible things they do to our boys and to you. And they try to do it to anybody who'll go down there to the VA. And the first thing they want to do as soon as they put you on these things is take away your right to defend yourself and all your other rights. And it's horrible. They want to declare you mentally unstable. And when they do that, they tell you can't own guns. You can't do this, you can't do that. It's horrible. Horrible. But well, the problem we have is it created in us a warrior mentality, and the problem with the warrior mentality is polite society does not enjoy having the warriors around, because nothing is ever the same to us. Everything is suspicious. We watch everything. You can't trust anybody. Everything you're heightened aware because of just what you've had to been through so long, serving over there in a war zone for so long. And you don't ever trust anybody. It takes so long to trust anybody. Everything is suspicious, and you can't take your eyes off anything. There are no more days off. I mean, that's just the way it is, and you just have to learn to live with that. The alternative to that is to take the mind-numbing drugs or drink yourself in a stupor, or what other ways you do just to get out of your own mind. Where that's not going to work. That's not going to cut it, because those roads don't go nowhere. They lead to a place that you don't want to go. So we come back here and we try to acclimate into civilian life, and it just doesn't fit us. It doesn't work. And so you try to go down there to the VA, and they put you on these mind-numbing drugs, so you're not aware of your situational awareness. Actually, you just don't care about anything anymore. You don't care, and so if you get on those things, don't look for where you belong or who you belong to, and the downside of that is a lot of you can't find where you belong, so you kill yourself because you don't feel like you belong, or you're abandoned, and it's so lonely. That medication is designed to do that. So whatever you do, please get some kind of help other than the medication. If you'll look on our Facebook page, we're starting to post things that are alternative to these mind-altering drugs, and we can do it with herbal remedies. There's other things you can do. I know it's hocus-pocus stuff to some of y'all, but believe me, it's better than alternative, because this mind-numbing psychotropic stuff is a path to death. That is the only path that'll take you down. Because as soon as you realize what it's doing to you, you'll try to stop taking it, and that's when you'll kill yourself. Or worse yet, you'll kill your family and then yourself. And that does not work. That is totally unacceptable. We have to find a different alternative. And we're looking very hard here at the Warrior King. We're going to find alternatives to that stuff. I mean, I know a couple doctors, and we're going to get with them, and they are Yahweh-fearing men. If you don't know who Yahweh is, I'm going to talk about it here in just a few moments. But the Warrior King is all about providing a place of refuge for the mentally, physically, and spiritually wounded warrior. It is a place of safety and healing. It is a place to get back on your feet and to serve someone greater and mightier than yourself. I know the pain you're in. I understand it. I served in Iraq for 14 months. I served with a bunch of different units, and I lost some dear friends and some great people. I saw a lot of great people die. The anxiety and the pain truly never goes away. But you learn how to deal with it. You learn how to channel it into something that is motivation, something that drives you. It's something that keeps you going. But you can't let it, not to drive you into that deep, dark hole, but allows you to become a shining light unto others. Some of you ask, why me? Why did I make it out of there? Who am I that my buddy's gone and I'm here, and I can't explain it to you. I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you is that you're here. And so there's a purpose for you. There is a reason that you are here. You belong here. But I want to tell you a little bit how I got here, and a little bit about my story, and why I'm doing this. I realized when I was serving in the Army, I served with the 3rd Ranger Battalion, and everything I learned was a lie. Everything I was taught in school and church, everything, period, the news, everything anybody ever tells you is a lie. Well, it's not totally a lie. There's part of the truth in there, but that's how they just keep from being totally. But today, more than likely, everything we're told is a lie, a bold-faced lie. And when I quit serving, I got out of the service anyway. Never quit serving. When I got out of the service, I went and finished college, and I found out really quickly that civilian life and I didn't have a lot in common. I spent a lot of lonely nights trying to figure out who and what and where I belonged. And one night, I remember picked up my Bible. And I know what you're thinking. He's going to get into a religious rant, but it's not really like that. I mean, it's truly the best thing that I've ever done. And I started reading the stories about the great warriors in the Bible, and how they struggled through their life, and all the ups and the downs, and it reminded me so much of a lot of things that we've been through, and I started to understand that the God and the Jesus that I was taught in church they were a lie. That wasn't who they were. I mean, they're not tyrants and hippies. They were about order and about purpose. They were about aspiring to be greater than I could ever imagine to be. They were about selfless service and honor, discipline and compassion. I soon realized it was everything that I missed about the service and about being in the military. And I found it in the Bible. And I realized I've also been lied to about our Creator. I was told that our Creator's name was God. And it's not. God is just a title. That is not a name. And His name is Yahweh. And His Son's name, we were always taught, was Jesus. And it's not Jesus. His name is Yeshua. And Yeshua means the salvation of Yah. The name is very important. Because I read in Joel 2:32, and it shall be that everyone who calls on the name of Yahweh shall be delivered. Now, that's strong. Because I needed to be delivered, and He delivered me. He pulled me out of the darkest points and the darkest parts of my life that I can. And He will do the same for you. I guarantee it. I promise you that He will pull you out. He will pull you out of that hole. Because He will set you free. When you know the truth, it will set you free. We read that in John 8:32. And it says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But we also know in 2 Samuel 22:29, for you are my lamp, O Yahweh, and Yahweh makes the darkness go away. He will drive that darkness out of you. That deep black nothing that you just get lost in at night. I know. I was there. He will pull you out of that. I promise you. I promise you. He has given me a purpose. He has given me a reason to live. He's given me just so many things, and it's I give Him all the credit, because without Him, I don't know, truly, I don't know where I would be. I don't even want to think about that. But He is preparing me for what's to come. And I know what's coming. And I have no fear of it. Because I know He will be with me. He will walk with me. Because He always says that He will. And He'll do the same for you. But what you need to do this before you do anything else. I know you're probably thinking, oh, this dude here. But if you'll do this one thing, I will guarantee you with every ounce of my being, that if you do this one thing, that you will become a believer. You will understand what I'm saying. It's just get on your knees. Get on your knees, put your face on the floor. And with every ounce of humility in your body, call out to Him. Call out to Him. Say, Yahweh, I need you. I need you. I promise you. I promise you with every ounce of my soul that He will answer you. He will pull you out of that darkness. And Psalm 50:15 tells us, and call upon me in your day of distress, and I will deliver you, and you will esteem me. So after He's delivered you, when you're out of that hole, you need to give Him His respect, His due, because He will bring you out of that hole. And He wants to save you. He wants you so badly to come out of that darkness and into His light, because He needs you. We need you. He is amassing His warriors because we are preparing for the battle of the ages. And believe me, you don't want to be on the wrong side of this. This will be the event of all time. This is what we've been preparing for. This is why I believe, when I ask why me, why not Him? Because I believe that He was doing it for this day that is coming. But you belong with us. And it's time. It's time for you to come take your place at our side. It's your time. We believe and we trust. We know. So it's your time. Get on your knees. Call out his name. Tell him what you need, and he will deliver you. You have our word. And if you have any questions, just look us up on Facebook. We're on the Warrior King on Facebook. Look us up there. We're always there. Someone would love to talk to you if you have any questions. So we can point you in any direction that you need to go, or just need somebody to talk to. And we'll get through this together. We'll help you any way we can. The Warrior King is made up of there's a few of us that we've been in that darkness where you are, and he pulled us out, and we want to reach down and pull you out of that darkness, and we will do that through his hand. His hand will pull you up, and when he pulls you up, we will be there. We will be there to help you, to guide you, and to do anything else that we can for you, because we'll make it to this together, and we will never leave a fallen comrade behind. You have our word.